Hello, so in this session we're going to look at price type performance promo code limits and how you can control how many tickets are sold to either a customer or performance or series within Audience View. So first up I'm going to go into Legends, and I've created a price type here called limits. Basic information, just a name and a symbol, and we've got this new tab here called limits at the top. Couple of options at the top: item group and customer group. The item group first, I've got to choose from performance, series group, so a range of series all grouped together using that field across the entire system, or the week of the year, which starts on a Sunday. So in this example I'm going to use it by performance to see how we can restrict the sale of tickets per price type against a performance. And I'm going to put this across a system, so it's going to calculate it on every single performance, so not just one performance, wherever this price type is configured on the price chart that's assigned to that performance. So I add a limit, very similar to field to the performance and series and performance calendars. So I select the role and roles that I'm interested in applying this limit to. And in this example, I'm going to show you about the caps. So I'm going to put a cap, quite a low cap there, of just 4 tickets, and I click apply. The start date is going to pre-populate if I don't put one in myself, and it's going to start immediately. I can put an end date if I want to restrict this by certain dates if needed. So I've applied that limit, so I'm going to go into customer services, and I'm going to choose some seats, which I have a limits performance with. Now this one's blanked out at the moment because I have a promo code in play here as well, so I'm just going to put my promo code, access code, to allow me to get to the seats. There we go. I'm going to choose 4 seats and add that to the summary. There's my seat description or seat messages. Going to add a customer to my order. I've got some defaults here around my delivery method, so that's already set. I'm going to add a payment, and I'm going to create the order. All successful. So I've applied the 4 there. If I go to next customer, you'll notice that the last performance that I selected is also highlighted, so that's a new function. I'm going to choose putting my promo code, access code in again. It's accepted, so let's choose another 4 tickets, and I go to that, add my customer again, add my payment. And at this point it goes through and looks at the performance and all the tickets that have been sold against that performance and see if there's a limit that has been exceeded, which of course in this case there has, and it tells me that the price type limits the performance against the limit and all customers exceeds by 4. So I've already created one order with 4 in it successfully, and it's stopped me from doing the extra 4 tickets. So let's take a look at how that appears online. So if I go into my local install of here, there is my limits performance, and you'll notice that the limit has now automatically changed the number of tickets that are available. So I have a cap of 4, so it's only allowing me to buy 4 tickets. But I've got also this other message running across here to say that past purchases by the customer themselves or another customer may count towards a maximum number of tickets that they're allowed. So we know that we've already sold 4 and we've been blocked by 4 on the desktop. This is available here, so if I'm going to just try and book 2 tickets there, click continue, I get my seat messages. I'm happy with those seats, and I can log into my account, come through to the delivery options, and I try and pay for the tickets. I pay for these on my Visa card. And if I try and buy the tickets here, there we go. I've tied to 2 tickets, and it's exceeded the maximum for price limits on that performance to all customers and exceeds by 2. So the price type doesn't go away. because people could be refunding tickets or exchanging tickets in and out of the performance all the time. So the price type will still be there, but it just will block them from being able to buy at any point. So that's on the legends on the price type itself. The other options on that limit that I can choose are the minimum, maximum per order, and an increment. So let's take away the cap for a second and just show you that I could put a maximum of 6 per order. But my increment could be 2 as well, and this is quite good for 2-for-1 ticket offers that you might be giving on certain performances. So in this example, I can only buy 2, 4, or 6 tickets because the increment of 2, I would not be able to buy 1, 3, or 5 tickets. And as we saw a minute ago online, if I just apply this and reopen my online instance, just make that a bit bigger. There we go. I can come to limits, performance, and when that goes in, I can then start to show my best available. And then I've got a maximum. It's changed from 4 to 6 here, but the drop-down menu has changed to 2, 4, or 6 because it's looking at the increment that I've set on that limit. So whatever the increment will be, if it was 3, then that's 3, 6, or 9 would be available in that drop-down option there as well. If I went to online, into the desktop and looked at that performance, again, because I've got pick a seat here, I can choose how many I need, and the best available is also, I can increment that. But if I try and buy those tickets by adding to order, it's going to give me saying it's exceeded the limit, maximum per order of 6, and I've tried just then to buy 10 tickets. So where else can we apply limits? We can do this also on performances. So I'm going to come back into general venue configuration here. This is the performance price chart that I've got. So then you see my price chart is there and it's assigned to my limits performance. But then I've got the performance itself, the calendar, then I've got a limits tab in here as well. So I can put my limits. I've just got one option here, the customer group, not the item group, and I can say that by customer for this performance. Again, I can select the roles that I'm interested in to apply this limit to, and I've got the same options there, minimum, maximum, increment, and cap. So I could restrict the customers if I wanted to say you can only have a maximum of 6 per order. Obviously, there's nothing stopping the customer from creating a brand new account with new details to go and get another 6 tickets. But if you can use functions like the email as username option on the role to try and restrict that as much as you can, but that will apply the limit on there. There is a hierarchy to how limits are displayed. First of all, it's price types, then it goes into performance, and then finally into the promo code. Let's just take a look at the promo code. It's identical really to the price type itself. So if I go into product configuration and promotions, I'll search for my limits promo that I've put in, all very basic configuration there. But my limits, there again, I've got my item and customer group. So the same options as the price type and the customer or system, and then exactly the same process. Choose the roles and set the cap that I'm interested in. Obviously, I've got to make sure that that promo code is in the right place, so it could be against the performance, the price chart of the performance, against particular information or the performance in general. There's bound to be lots of questions about that, but I would suggest to have a little play in staging, get around limits if you want to play with those, and let me know on Basecamp or by email if you have any problems or questions.